News 3.
George, thank you. Our Kristen Drummond is with the family of the man fatally shot in his own home.
She picks up the storyline from there near Eastern and Sunset where this shooting happened.
Well, yes, Jim and Marie, I'm actually outside of the home where that 13th police shooting in Metro's jurisdiction happened this year. Family gathering here over the last hour to send a message to the community after they also saw that video. I am here with Diane Wright. Diane, thank you so much for joining us. You are Brandon's younger sister.
Yes.
After watching that, your reaction?
I am in pure shock and horror. I cannot believe that that was the last way I will be able to see my brother, and he went out horribly. There was a disservice done on his behalf. He was screaming, "Help me, help me," when the police officer shot him in the head, continued to shoot him as he's going down, stood over his body saying, "Stay down," as if he could go anywhere. It was very traumatic to watch.
Do you or the family know who the person is that broke into the house?
We do not know who the person was. It was an intruder. We don't know why this home was targeted in the way that it was. I don't have an answer for that. I do not know who that person was.
Right now, after watching that footage, what is your message to Metro at this time?
Training. Training needs to be instilled in these officers. Officer Alexander Bookman took the life of an innocent man that was calling for assistance. Bias really needs to be looked at within this department. Trainings need to be issued and education as well. This was ridiculous. This should not have happened.
I know this has been a very emotional time for the family because Brandon's 15-year-old daughter was in the home that night.
Yes, she was. And so we have an officer, Officer Bookman, who shoots and kills a man with his daughter not even, say, 10 feet away. At no point was Officer Bookman in any kind of threat from my brother. My brother was at least 6 to 7 feet away from him screaming for help. The response to help me was to be murdered and shot in the head by this officer.
Are you planning on taking any action against Metro at this time?
We want justice.
What does that look like for you?
The family is still discussing the next steps.
And for those who may not know Brandon, tell us a little bit about him. From my understanding, he was a realtor here in town.
He was a realtor. He was a family man. There's nothing he wouldn't do for his family. He loved his daughter. He loved his sister. Anytime I would come, I'm from out of town, I'd always come to Vegas. The trip wouldn't be complete without seeing him. He was a hard worker. He was driven. He was giving. There's nothing that he wouldn't have done for the people that he loves.
So tonight, the family questioning why the officer fired his gun while they noticed that struggle in the room. You're questioning it because your brother did not seem to attack the officer who fired.
My brother did not attack. It was not he did not seem. He did not attack the officer. He was trying to defend his life against a suspect with his hands on the wall. At no point was there any officer that was in any kind of danger. It was excessive, to say the least.
Well, we want to thank you, Diane, so much for speaking with us. Right now, the family does have a GoFundMe as they are planning a memorial for Brandon in the next few weeks. We will be out here live at 6 with the latest on this developing case. Reporting live by Eastern and Sunset, I'm Kristen Drummond, News 3.